Welcome to another video, a walk on the wild side. I'm here in a very sunny Blackpool. I'm on South Promenade and I've got the tide organ behind me. Now if you saw my video on the tide organ, you'll know that there's been a bit of trouble about it lately. Okay, so here I am opposite the Pleasure Beach, next to the sandcastle. And check this out, this is the tide organ. This is very much overshadowed by the mirror ball, which is just down the promenade. Not as many people know about the tide organ as they do about the famous mirror ball. And it's actually been kicking off a little bit lately because the artist has been on saying that it hasn't been maintained like it should be. Now I said that it was something to do with the pipes on the organ itself. And you see it's got a series of pipes on here that play a tune. When the waves come in, when the high tide comes in, it's supposed to play a tune. And it's not been working properly. And I thought it was the pipes on the structure itself, but it's not. It's the pipes on the sea wall, the inlet pipes that let the water in, that pushes the air up into the pipes here, that makes it work. Yeah, so it's actually the inlet pipes on the sea wall, which are just down here, which the artist believes have been poorly maintained and are falling to bits. So why don't we go down there and take a closer look? Okay, so I'll now head down onto the beach. And we'll check out these pipes, shall we? Look at this view here, isn't it absolutely amazing? Just look at that. I think the tide's coming in at the moment, so the tide organ might be working later on. Anyway, just looking over here, halfway down, you can already see a series of pipes here. Let's go and take a closer look. Okay, so I've now made it down onto Blackpool Beach here, just below where the tide organ is. And as we look here, we can see on the sea wall, look at this here. There are a series of pipes. I've never even noticed this before, believe it or not. I've never been down here to look at this part of the sea wall to see how the tide organ works. So as you can see, there's a series of pipes here, inlet pipes, that the tide organ works off. So 8 pipes, and they're all sort of on an angle here. Can you see there? 1, 2, 3, 4, I count on this side, and there's another 4 on the other side going the other way. So we've got this pipe here, which is one of the pipes, and as I move along, you'll notice here that the sea wall has actually been cut out a little bit for this one, but there's a piece missing, can you see? And up there, there's a piece broken off. There's also these blue pipes here, but I believe these blue pipes here are just drainage for the promenade and nothing to do with the tide organ, which we can see just up here. Yeah, so these pipes here, which go up the sea wall on an angle towards the tide organ, they look a bit like drain pipes further up. They look very much like drain pipes, but I'm sure the material used for these is a lot stronger than drain pipes, because just imagine how much of a battering these get from the tide twice a day. They must get an absolute battering from the tide. And this is how the tide organ works, by sucking up the water through these pipes, and that must push through the air, through the pipes on the tide organ, and we get that sound. So I think the reason why I'm sort of guessing here that it's not working properly is because you see this one comes all the way down to here, and because this one is broken here, up here, we're not going to get the same sort of sound, because the water's not going to reach this one, but it's going to reach that one there. And it's the same with that one over there, which is broken there. So we've got the 2 inner pipes here that are broken, and that means that we're not going to get the same sort of sound. Yeah, so I think like the artist said, he said that some of these pipes are loose, and you can see that the brackets on that one are loose. I'm not sure if it looks like a really big job to fix this actually, but anyway, you can see that pipe there has got some loose brackets. But anyway, just up here, you can see where all these pipes come to a junction here, and they go into a really big pipe underneath the promenade, and that's where they meet up with the tide organ eventually. Now I don't know how much it would cost to replace these pipes, to fix them up and get them back to how they should be when it was first put in. Can't really see it costing a fortune actually, but I certainly hope that they can come to some arrangement and they can actually fix these pipes and get the high tide organ working properly again. So there you go, that was a little look at the inlet pipes here on the seawall, South Promenade, the pipes that take in the seawater that allow the high tide organ up here to function. Anyway, I'll leave you with one last look here at the seawall and the high tide organ. Come down and have a look at it yourself if you happen to be visiting, and let me know what you think. Anyway, if you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I will see you again next time.